All right, okay. For the last validator type that I'm going to demo, it is the most powerful one, I suppose. It's the custom validator. Um, where is it? Custom validation. Where is it? Sorry. Ah, yes. That's this one, the custom validator. What that means is we can write our own code to figure out whether if an input is valid or not. All right, so we're going to apply it to the last item here, enter an even number. So this is a text box for that. So at the back of that, I'm going to drop a custom validator. All right, so custom validator. So basically, what I'm expecting for the user to type is a number, and that number has to be even. All right, so it's just it's just an example. All right, so let me customize a few things here. Number one, the control to validate. I point to even number text box. Next, the error message. I'm going to say invalid input. Uh, invalid input. That is invalid input for even number. Yeah, I'll just say like that. All right, invalid input for even number. All right, and then okay, next thing I want to change is view state visible. Okay, that's about it on the property side. But the actual code that we want to execute uh, is because of the name. Let me change the name first. Sorry, the name. Call this even number custom validator. All right. Okay. So that's all there is for the property side. But for me to link uh, my code, my code will be inside here, yeah, inside my public class underscore default file. Then I have to go to the events of the custom validator, and it's this thing called server validate. So if I double click here, then it will create a handler that will be called. So this subroutine will be called when I click submit. Yeah, when I click submit. Yeah, when I click submit on the form, it will send this whatever is being typed by the user to this subroutine. All right, and I'll have access to whatever is being typed through this parameter args. Okay, so all right, so what I want to check is this. I mean, basically, whether if the input is numeric, and if it is, to check whether it is an even number. So I'm going to do all that within a single if. So if is numeric bracket args, okay, args dot value. So that's how I get to the content that was typed. All right. Okay, and also, okay, I'm going to use and also because I'll explain that in a bit. Let me just finish this part. So if is numeric args dot value, that means it's a numeric value, and also that it's an even number. So args dot value. So how do you check for even number? I just say mod 2 equal to 0. Then, all right. Okay, let me explain about what and also is, just to recap for you guys who don't remember. And also means that the second part, that means this part here, will not be executed if the first part, that's this part here, is false. Okay? So if you like, it's a short circuit boolean and. If I were to use the normal and, what happens is both the left side and the right side, yeah, will be executed, which will be a problem if args.value is not even a text. Sorry, is not even a number. All right, if I type ayam, for example, then this code here will crash. So I should be using and also to make sure that if this part is false, yeah, then that's it. The whole thing is false, and therefore this part will not get executed. All right. All right. So that's my if. So if it is the case, that means it is numeric and it's even. Then I set another variable here called isValid to true. Else, I set it to false. All right, so that's it. All right, so that's all I need to do. I do my checking. That's my checking. And then if it's valid, then I return true. Sorry, I set this property to true. Otherwise, I set it to false. And that's basically it. So let's try it out. Okay, all right. So, okay, there's one caveat. That caveat is as follows. Let's say I put ayam here. All right, put ayam here. And I just press enter just now. Yeah, I just press enter. That's the same thing as clicking submit. If you notice, there's no error here. It's shown. Now, there is unfortunately a little caveat for using the custom validator. It needs to make sure that there are no required field validator that has been set to false. So right now, there are two required field validator that I've attached to this control and to this control. All right. So to demo, let me just fix that and change this to Ravenclaw, for example. Now I click submit. Oh, sorry. There's also one more, date of birth. All right, date of birth. I have to put a number there. So again, now if I submit, there. Now only I'll get the custom validator to be fired. So, all right, so basically the custom validator seems to be the last or lowest priority validator. All the rest needs to be okay first before the custom validator gets executed. So if I put a number that is not even, right? So if I submit, there, I still get an error. So if I put a number that is even, I submit, no more errors. All right. So that's the custom validator. Just remember the caveat that it's the last validator executed after everything else passes. All right, so that basically rounds up, that's the end of our validator demo. In the next set of videos, I'll do a few other things, especially on attaching CSS to this so that we can change the way the particular form looks in a more organized way instead of just individually modifying it one at a time. All right, thanks a lot.